I wanted to do a quick video update for a few purposes today. One is I got a new DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. Very common for vlog style videographers. You can just carry it around. It's very easy. It has multiple orientations, a gimbal, all of the fancy things. So I wanted to see how the audio and the quality of the video would be recording with this camera. It is better than using my phone sometimes, but I'm finding that for shorts and other things that my phone might be better. So we'll just play around with it and see how it goes. So I had an inspection today and I got there. It's an open door house, which I always run into problems with open door. Usually there's a utility off or the house has just got a lot of maintenance issues. This particular one, the water was off today, so I have to reschedule for tomorrow. They have someone coming to turn the water on. I'm not going to charge this customer a re-inspect fee or a travel fee. It was only 20 minutes away from me. So little things like that really do make a big difference with the agents. They appreciate things like that. So anytime you can do anything just to make someone's life easier or not charge them money, they don't forget those things. So my kids are not with me on Monday and Tuesday, so I have a little time in the house that I can record today and not in the car because I do not like the car audio. As you saw from my first video, that did not go very well. So I was going to get on here and do a quick short using a teleprompter and talk about fasting, but I did not like the teleprompter. So either I have to get used to it to get a little more natural, because I could tell that I was reading a script and it came across on the video like I was reading a script, and I just don't feel like that's necessary. That, in my opinion, is helpful, but also it doesn't feel as authentic as I would like it to feel. But the reason I wanted to use the teleprompter is because I wanted to talk about fasting, and when I am nervous, like I am recording, it is very hard for me to put all of my thoughts properly together, especially when it includes medical terms or big words and things like that. And so I've got to figure out a way to balance the two, because if I have something over here and I'm trying to look at it and read it notes, then you can see that my eyes are darting over there and then I'm reading something, which I don't want to do that either. I want most of my videos to just be me talking and me being authentic and explaining things the way that I know how. And so anyways, if you have not ever regularly fasted, I highly recommend that you do your own research and look into it. When I started carnivore diet a year and a half ago, a lot of carnivore influencers talked about fasting and the purposes of fasting and the benefits of fasting. And even though I already knew fasting had benefits, I really didn't know the extent of them. And so one of the big terms that they use is autophagy. And if you're not familiar with that, I do recommend also looking into that, watching some videos on it. But basically, extended fasting kills off old cells, helps regenerate new cells, and it just overall cleans the body out, which is good for long-term health of cancer and dementia and all the different things that I want to do everything I can to avoid. And that's one of the reasons I'm on the carnivore diet, because I do believe that we've been lied to by pharma and big media companies and everything else about what really is healthy. And had someone told me I could eat steak and eggs every day and feel as amazing as I do, I would have never believed it until I tried it. And so I had a close friend and her husband that were doing it, and they encouraged me to try, and I did. And within the first week, the changes in mental clarity and energy were incredible. And so it's really hard to go back once you've experienced that. And so I've been full on carnivore slash keto for the last year and a half. And so I do allow myself during holidays and other times to eat the things that I want to eat. But I have found that when I eat sugar, it really still affects me and I feel terrible after I do it and I regret it. So I'm trying really hard moving forward to just continually keep the sugar out as much as possible. The one thing I did start doing a couple months into carnivore was having a lot of sugar-free items again. And although they don't make me feel good, I know ideally they are not the best for me either. but that's a hard habit to break. I still love my London Fog from Starbucks, sugar-free, or a London Frog from anywhere else in the winter. They're really good. I do have fruit also. I eat grapes. I eat watermelon when it's in season, and those are the two main things that I have. But I will tell you that this diet will change your life, and if you're willing to try it, it's worth it. But that's off the subject of fasting. So I fast for 48 hours once a month, and then I try to do a 72-hour fast or longer every couple of months. And it is hard. I'll be honest with you. The first day, which today I'm on the first day, I do have quite a bit of a headache. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink hot tea every day, so I'm still getting caffeine. So I'm assuming my headache is due to a lack of caffeine and maybe just a lack of food at all. But usually I can go this long throughout the day not eating and not feel a headache. So more than likely it's the caffeine. I'm not having sugar, so I don't think it's a sugar withdrawal caffeine headache. But I mean, I'm sorry, it's not a sugar withdrawal headache. So fasting, usually by the second day, it's not as hard. The first day is harder, and it is completely mental. It is not anything more than a mental. I mean, we are addicted to food, and those things make us feel good. And I don't know. If you've never fasted, you'll understand when you fast. But if you can overcome the mental part of it, it is worth it for your body. And so many people I try to get them to fast, they always give me all of the excuses that I'm sure you've heard for anything. I mean, we get those excuses from people and everything that we try to encourage them to do. And until you come to a place in yourself where you have the determination to succeed in health, wealth, and life, then no one can tell you what to do. You just have to come to that place. But I'm hoping I can encourage you to try it out. It is amazing. So my dad, he started carnivore. So that's another reason I'm doing this video. Side note, I have to stop and start videos a lot because when I'm talking, I'll say a word and something different comes out and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. I sound so silly, and it's just my nerves. And so I stop and start the video over and over again. But when you've already talked for a while, it feels weird to stop and start over or piece pieces together. So today you're getting all of my thought process of hesitation and mess ups. So I'm sorry about that, but that's the reality of filming. And then I've got this hair that won't stay out of my eye, so I'm constantly having to move that. I'm sorry. So my dad started carnivore a couple months ago, and within 2 weeks, it completely transformed his health. Had I not been able to witness it myself, I probably would have not believed it. But his joint pain and everything is just, it's amazing. He was walking slow, couldn't walk far, couldn't walk up steps very far, hunched over. And after just a couple of weeks, he lost a ton of weight and his joint pain is gone and he's able to squat and stand up and do all of the things. He's in his 70s. It's amazing. I just can't be more passionate about this diet and what it can do. And when he gets off track and he has some sugar again, he says his joint pain comes right back. And so sugar causes inflammation. And so if you're dealing with any kind of joint pain, aches and pains here and there, try it. No carbs, meat, protein, do whatever you can. And please reach out to me if you have more questions. I'd be happy to share other resources with you that help me get started. So I'm going to stop the video here. I have a lot of other things I could probably talk about, but we might play this video back and see that it is not any good and I might have to start over anyways. So talk to you soon.